How's it going? This is podcast 16, I believe. I am rolling through these. I am running through these podcast videos like a running back. You know, that's my favorite line still, one of them. But we're going to get this podcast started. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, so think about. That's clearly not what I wanted to say. But before we do that, we got to get this intro started. How are ya? 30 seconds in already? I don't even know if that's right. I don't know if I have to cut it off. Forget it. Anyways, that's gone. Let's go. That's neither here nor there. We're going to get it going. So, I'm finally done in my apartment. I need a couple more things, but I'm done. And I tell you what, moving is never fun. Moving is never fun. But sometimes you have to do it, and sometimes there's nothing else you can do but do it. And so I did it. This past 2 days I was off work, and man, oh, it's been a wonderful, wonderful, eventful weekend. Start off by saying that if you haven't already watched, go watch this Luke Combs video I did about where I look like Luke Combs, and I went to his concert. Oh man, and they put on a great show. They did. I did my best to enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I just I'm not a concert person, so I went to this concert and all the things I hate: a group of people, really hot, loud music. I am turning old right in front of you. I am just going from a old person to an older person day by day. Let me get this out of the way so I can have an armrest. Sorry about that. That's okay. So I went to did I say Luke Bryan? I meant to say Luke Combs. I don't know which one I said. It's so far in the past, it's like 30 seconds ago. But that's okay. So I went to see Luke Combs with a buddy and his family. And it was an eventful weekend. Started off, we went to this pizza place. I forget the name of it. We got a quesadilla pizza. And I tell you what, it was a quesadilla with lettuce on it and had a ton of cheese. It's pretty good. And the restaurant was amazing. It was a tight squeeze to get in and out of the parking lot, I will tell you. We almost hit 7 other vehicles, and we were almost hit by 7 other vehicles. It was insane, but that's cool. So we go to the Luke Combs concert, which was at the Ford Center. Great concert. Great guy. I met him. I did not meet him. I saw him from a distance, but I'm kind of blind, so I didn't see much of him. But he put on a show, and the girls, the women, whew, I'm glad that man's married, because he'd be a tied up man with all the people that wanted to get on stage with him. I saw 27 bras thrown on stage. He had a belt of nothing but straws. I meant to say he had a belt of nothing but bras, but I said straws. Am I thirsty? I don't know. And I was just like, this dude, if I could sing, that would be the world, because it looks quite comfortable on stage, but when you're in the stands and you're surrounded by, I think they said there was like 10,000 people there. I don't even know. I probably just made that up, but there was a lot of people there, and I was like, man, it was quite overwhelming for me. So I lasted the whole concert, didn't get hot and bothered until the last 3 songs. I had to step out. I went outside and just waited in the waiting area, or the walking area where you leave. I just waited because it was so hot. It was so hot in that, with all those women in there just sweating and jumping around and dancing and wanting Luke Combs. I was like, I gotta get out of here. I'm about to overheat and pass out. So, but man, I tell you what, if I could sing, that's the world I would want to be in. Is there a world somewhere out there where there's a guy just like me that's just singing his lungs out? And everybody says I look like Luke Combs. I would trade anything in my life for Luke Combs' vocals right now. Let me have them. Let me borrow them for a week. I could shout out an album. I just need them for a week. The concert was great. Really, really out there. It was only my second concert that I've ever been to, and I think I'm gonna keep it at 2 for a while. I think I need to enjoy the quiet room that I have built at my apartment for a while, and I got a lot of stuff to work on. Oh, look, here we go. We're like, what? We are 4 minutes in, and I'm already having stuff going on in the background. But what can I do? People, what can I do? Can I silence the messenger? Whatever. So we go to a casino. First time ever at a casino that I've ever been, where We waited in a 40 people line. It wasn't a long line. I mean, it wasn't a long wait, but they said you have to go back here and wait unless you look over 40. So I'll tell you, I don't look over 40 because I had to wait in the line, and they was like, have your ID ready and all this. And you get up to the counter to show them your ID, they don't even check it. They don't even check it. We just waited in this line, and there's things like that that just kind of get on my nerves in life. It's like, okay, so I don't want to wait in this line in the first place. Then you have me wait. Then I get to the front and you don't even check my ID. Is this guy just know? Does he have like one of those eyeball retina scanner things and just tells you everything that he needs to know about me when he looks at me? Because he just looked at me, didn't even look at did not gaze at my ID, and it's like, good. I was like, I was insulted that he didn't check my ID. I just waited in this line for that, for him to look me up and down and say, okay, you're good. Man, whatever. So the casino that I went to, it was an amazing experience. I didn't spend $1 because I have a fear. I have a fear of addiction. I'm like, okay, I have went through life. I have not got addicted to Coke because I have never tried. I don't know if I'd get addicted to it, but I don't want to try it. And I have also never gambled, so I was like, it could be an addiction that I don't know I have. So I didn't want to try it. So I just gazed, and I was just learning how people gamble. And I'll tell you what, there's two things in life that are exactly like how they are on TV, and it's casinos and it's college movies. I've went to both of those now in my life, and I can just see they portray them correctly, because in high school, everybody that plays a high school is like 30, 35 in real life, and you're like, I really can't relate to this, because when I was in high school, I was like 18. So what am I supposed to do with this? And I know that forget it, I'm just going off the rails here. But so I go to the casino and I'm just living life, doing what I can, and there's just people you could smoke in there, which is quite I remember when I was a kid, I remember still when you could smoke in places, and now it's like I don't remember if people were pissed. I'm sure I'm sure that places like casinos and bowling alleys and places like that, maybe an Applebee's, I bet Denny's was definitely like, you're really going to cut out smoking? That's half our business right there. Half your pancakes have smoke in them when you get your pancakes at Denny's back in the 90s, but now that's no longer the thing. So now when I go in a place that has smoking, I'm kind of like, it kind of catches me off guard. I'm like, people are smoking in there? That's so 1995. And they just keep doing it. I mean, they were just sitting there putting money after money in these machines, which worked. I was like, man, this is like an adult Dave and Buster's. And people were there. There were some people you could tell just had a night at the casino, and there's some people you can tell that's been like, I'm either going to get everything back in my life from here, or I'm going to lose everything in my life from here. There are people there like that. And the beer line, I waited, I don't know how long to get a beer. A guy walks by, is like, good luck getting a beer. I was like, I've been behind you the whole time. I've been waiting just as long as you. I walked up right behind you. You're the reason I found the beer line. You didn't think I saw how hard it was for you to get a beer? And the casino, I feel like if I ever go back to the casino, I'm going to have to be extra hammered, because I did not buy a beer at the concert, because the beer concerts are $7. The beer, what did I just say? The cost of the beer at a concert was $7.25. It was a 16 ounce, I believe. I don't know. I didn't check. It could have been a 12. I was like $7.25. So that means if I get one beer, I got to chug it. Then I get another beer. I'm already at $14.50 before tax. Do they tax it beer in there? I don't know. So I'm at $14.50 there. That's 2 beers. So I'm like, well, if I gotta catch up, keep my buzz going, I gotta keep buying beer, and I'm just doing $7.25 times. I'm like, I'll wait. Don't worry, I will wait till we get to the casino. We was at the casino, and I was like, I went to the lady. I was like, can I get 3? She's like, you can only get 1 per person. I was like, well, my 2 buddies are over there. Those 2 buddies I did not buy beer for. I just was saying that so that I could have 2 extra beers, because I would have 1 and I would chug 1 and I would double fist 2 of them, because I was like, I'm at a casino right now. I gotta get a buzz going, because this is outrageous. It was quite an experience. I saw homeless people just sitting at games. I don't think they were playing, but they could have not been homeless. But it was warm in there, so I would have went in there if I was homeless and just hung out. It's open all night, right? People were in there all night, spending boatloads of money. People at the blackjack table were playing blackjack like their life depended on it. And I was real fascinated by what was going on. Um, so that was my experience. Let me see where. Hold on. Oh, you want me to? You want my? So my first time at a casino was quite heavy on my brain. I was like, man, this is a lot to take in. But it was fun. I had a grand old time. People at the casino are not the people I want in my life because I could just tell, like, cigarette after. This one woman had an ashtray, and it's like the ashtray that you get from the casino. And I obviously know that she did not start this trip or this casino binge with cigarettes already in there. There was probably 30 cigarettes, just ash and cigarette butts all in there. And I was like, man, this is great. This is where I want to be. So that was my Saturday night. And then my Sunday was filled with distractions in my life because I was moving in my apartment. I got a couch and all that. Had to move it in. I was like, cool, I'll get a U-Haul. Went to the U-Haul people. We hooked the U-Haul up to the truck. Oh, wait, no, I'm getting a fast forward. I am getting ahead of myself. I'm so sorry. Let me start over again. We start by calling the U-Haul place, okay? I answer the phone. I'm talking to the lady. I'm just going blah, blah, blah. And then I had it on speaker so my buddy could hear it. And the woman said something. And I thought it was a man this whole time. And she said something. And I was like, yes, sir. That's right. That's right. And then she starts asking me what tow hitch radius and all this. And your tow pounds and all this, your requirement and all this stuff. And we're just shouting out numbers. We did not shout out the right numbers because she said it's not recommended for your truck. You can't pull a U-Haul on your Ford F-150. I'm like, have you ever heard of that? And so I'm just confused. So I wait 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, what are we going to do? So I'm like, you know what? I'll call back. Found a different lady who I did not call sir because she clearly had a voice of a woman. I knew, and her name was Heather. So thank you, Heather, for the help. She ordered me a trailer it was the same exact trailer by chance that the first woman, which I'm going to call Daniel, said was not recommended for my truck. I was like, okay, what do I do, Daniel? What do I do? So Heather tells me, okay, you're good to go. Go pick the trailer up. We go pick the trailer up, right, at the U-Haul place. Okay, we're at the U-Haul place. The lady tells me, okay, you got to do all this. You got to fill all this out. We need all this. I'm like, cool. Then we go out and hook the trailer up to the truck. The lights won't work. And I'm like, fuck, this is really happening? We're really going through this. And to let you know, I had to have the trailer back by 4, okay? And the lady is like, okay, the lights won't work, so I can't sell you it. I just paid for this thing, all right? I already paid for this thing. I'm like, okay. And then my buddy's like, okay, it's cool. We'll go get my dad's truck. So we go get his dad. I'm gonna say we go get his dad's truck. Okay. We go back to the lady. I get there. I walk in. Same lady. This isn't Heather. I call her Daniel because she had a manly voice and she was quite mean to me. So I'm gonna call her Daniel. And I walk in. I say, okay, I'm here to pick up the U-Haul. She says, sorry, you've missed your pickup time. I was like, sir, I was just here. Like, you just talked to me. And she's giving me an attitude like, okay, we got to do it all over again. So I had to fill out all this paperwork, give her my ID, give her my credit card or whatever, my debit card or whatever card she needed. And I was like, this is preposterous. I can't say that word. Why am I trying? At this time, my buddy's hooking up the U-Haul already to the truck. I already got it hooked up and in front of the window where the lady can see it. And she's already like, oh, he's already got it hooked up. I was like, ma'am, we're like wasting time here. We're wasting time. And then she goes out and checks. She's hitting the tires with a billy club and stuff. I'm like, what is going on? So we do that. We get that all taken care of. Finally get it. An hour of this woman giving us hell for this U-Haul. Made us go get another truck. We came back. The lights work. We finally get on the road. We go get the couch. Okay. Well, the couch is no problem. Got it in there easy as can be. We go to get the bed. My bed, and my mother, where my couch or my bed was, has a crappy driveway. So we pull in the driveway. I'm trying to help my buddy turn this U-Haul around. It's not working. The grass is wet on both sides of the driveway. We don't have enough real estate. And we just pulled in this thing. in this driveway that just goes straight down, and you're just like, we wasted 45 minutes just of trying to get in the driveway, so we get all that in there. Well, that started off. We had to park 20 to 30 yards across the next door neighbor's yard in a daycare across that, and so we do that, and we run the mattress like Forrest Gump just across the yard, across the neighbor's yard to the daycare. We do that twice, and my mom's like, "Why don't you just pull the trailer in?" My buddy does it all the time when he comes and helps me out with moving stuff. And my friend, the egotistic maniac that he is, he's like, "Well, if he does it, I can do it. Pull the U-Haul in the driveway." What a disaster! Then we wasted 45 minutes trying to turn it around, and we never got it turned around. We had to back it out. So we get all that in there, okay? By this time it's lunch. We're like, we gotta eat. We go to the local Burger King, we soup up. I spent $25 on Burger King food, and we smashed it. We hit the road, Jack. We go all the way to where I live at. Okay, I'm all up in the Mike's Grill. I'm sorry. So we're there. Okay, we're there. We move everything in. Everything's copacetic. We're good. We get everything in the apartment. We waste a little time. We're like, oh, we're good. We got to be back by 5. Because the lady changed it to 5. Because I had to redo everything. So I had to have it back by 4. But she changed it to 5 for me. I was like, cool. We got some time to waste. So I go in there to my apartment, put everything together. Everything's good. Everything is done in the apartment, okay? So I took the futon that I had to spend 6 months sleeping on, which it was not the worst, but it could have been better. But now it's all good. It's over. It's a wrap. So we take the futon back to my mom's business, this office here, where I currently film, okay? Then at this time, it's about 4:20. We got to be back in town 45 minutes away with the U-Haul by 5. I'm like, we're really cutting it close here. I pull up to the front of the office. Homeless guy. Nice guy. Thought he was nice. First thing he said was, "Can I have $20?" I was like, God damn. I did not give him $20 because if you're homeless, don't just come out and say, can I have $20? And then he says, my girlfriend kicked me out 5 days ago, and all gave me a story, and I was like, cool, yeah, I'll go get you $20. So I was like, I gotta get this U-Haul back here by 5, and I'll come back. Sorry, I didn't come back. I'm sorry. He had a taser. He pulled a taser. I was like shocking it, like right in front of you as he's asking me for money. I was like, yeah, cool, dude. Of course I'll give you money. Of course I will give you money. And I was like, let me go drop this U-Haul off, and I'll come back. Did not come back. I was dips. Like, I was just going to spend 5 minutes just bringing this futon in here so I can get to town. Lo and behold, we go home, okay? We go back home, right? We drop that U-Haul off at 4:58. I walk in. I see the woman sitting at the counter, just sitting there. And she does not look happy. She's, like, shaking her head like, where you been? And I'm like, you said the drop-off time is 5 o'clock. It's not 5 yet. And she says, now I gotta go outside and check it. I was like, I'm sorry, you gotta do your job. So she goes outside with the billy club again. She's banging on stuff. I have to open the U-Haul because she said it's too hard to open. I'm like, Daniel, get your life together. So I open the U-Haul. She's like, it looks good. I'm like, okay. At that time, she's currently walking around the U-Haul, beating the tires with a billy club. And my buddy's in the truck just like, what is going on here? And I still don't know what exactly was going on. And now I'm here. Okay, we did all that. And then today, I hung my mom's TV, which I am not. I am not blowing smoke in my own dryer. I don't even know what I'd be saying sometimes. But we hung a TV today, and it looked pretty good. I'm not going to say. And in my apartment, I can't hang my TV. So I had to buy a floor mount, which I hope works. It's like, you remember in middle school when they used to roll in TV, those big box TVs on a freaking counter on wheels, basically. They had a VHS, they had a projectors, they had everything on that thing. That thing was, when you see that thing rolling into class, you're like, is that the box TV? Because when I was in school, we didn't have TVs in every classroom until I got to high school, I believe. So they used to have to roll TVs around. We were balling on the budget around here. This is Arlington Elementary. We can't be having TVs in every classroom. So they roll them in with the DVD player, with the dust all over the TV screen. You know how it is. I call it the bubble screen because the screen came out. I'll tell you what, one time, for some reason, don't remember where I was, but I got so mad. I punched the front of one of those TVs. I think. Why did I do that? Was it me who did that? I think I'm just making stuff up now. But that was my weekend, and that's why this video's coming out late. But right after this, I'm going to play this game, Getting Over It, and I'm going to film it, get that done, get that out of here, and then I'm going to edit all this, post it. And, you know, this 20 minutes was real easy to do because I came in here with a lot of content. And to the homeless guy, I'm sorry I didn't give you $20. I was up for it until you brought out a taser. You brought a taser to a money fight. Okay, he brought out a taser. It worked good. Where'd you get a taser? You're homeless with the tasers. I found it. And he sat out front the whole time. So if I see him again, I think I'm going to give him $20 just so I don't feel bad. And I've never been tased, and I don't want to get tased, okay? Okay, bro? Don't tase me, bro. Well, that's the 20 minutes, I think. Is it the 20 minutes? Let's see how fast that rode by. Wow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for not watching if you didn't watch. But if my life keeps currently going the way it's going, I'm about to come in here with a lot of info. Okay, let's go ahead and get this out of here. Thank you so much. Have a good one.